that, we've got another update. There and back again. Welcome back to S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, blah blah blah. We've got new weapons. And looting of mutant parts! Alright, cool! If the benefit of still being alive wasn't compelling enough, now these angry bloodsuckers and fleshes are gonna pay for all the lives of poor stalkers. And most importantly, ammo and eyes, tusks, and tentacles. Grab them for traders and enjoy your well-earned coupons. But do not forget to learn the tricks of malachite before you get them in a decent tradable condition. Oh no. Okay, so it's something that we have to earn, how we learn how to do. But am I even welcome back there? Well, I suppose we can always sneak back in. And now the zone kit. Shape the zone your way with the zone kit. Oh, you know what? I think this was they released the mod tools, and from what I understand, it was like substantial. Like they basically gave modders access to everything. I am more excited for where this game will go than ever. I mean, I had been saying since it came out, this is the definitive Stalker experience, and now it truly is. I'm sorry, I'm still really excited from everything in those updates. This game has advanced so much in just the last, month or two. Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, Heart of Chernobyl. And last time we did a little bit of prep work, did some more work for Dvupalov's assistant, and learned that, well, there's a lot of backstabbery going on there that may result in a clash. And between the two of them, I don't know which amoral mad scientist I want to win. However, we have our stuff taken care of, and now it's time to head to the Cordon and go look for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I'm so nervous. I'm starting to enjoy this game so much more with the last few updates. I mean, it's one of those few games where I've been really sad that I can't play it on my own time because I have to finish it first. But hopefully that won't translate to me rushing too much. Okay, now we have all this stuff. Everything's repaired. I want to make sure that we have everything we need, and since we're using artifacts now, let's make sure that we have a good stock of them on us at all times, especially since we can now haul an absolute ton with us. Oh, look, and also now there's indicators to tell us what kind of ammo we have at a glance. That is awesome. Okay, let's see what we have as far as these things go. We have bleeding resistance, electrical, radio protection. Increased durability. What does durability do? Does that affect our items? Well, look, this one right here improves our weight. This one has strong radiation, but gives us medium physical protection. So we'll put that in. That'll probably be like our default. Everything else, I'm starting to really want to keep this stuff. We've got increased durability. I'm probably, but then again, good chemical protection. What was the other thing we had that had chemical protection? No, we'll keep you. This will sell, and this will sell, because we have better things in all of those categories. Oh, that gas gun, I am so tempted to repair it. And we definitely had the money. But part of me also just wants to hoard wealth. That's another 9,000 in the coffers. We really do not need to be stingy. It just always feels like I'm spending a lot.
Come back later.
But it just goes to show what happens when you spend just a little bit of time to yourself. I think my money problems have largely been a result of me kind of rushing story missions, so that's what needed to change. Okay, now we need to head to the bar and speak to that guide. This seems to be like the cheapest guide around, this guy.
Nice to see you.
Need a moment for my eyes to adjust. Okay, now we were heading to the rookie village.
Let's get moving.
Anonymous hunting tips. I said anonymous hunting tips. Gone hunting. Howdy. How are you, man? Getting those burns treated? A little birdie told me merchants are paying for mutant spares again. Thinking of taking up hunting. Why not? Take a small mutant apart, sell what you can. You'll get enough for a can of grub and a bottle of vodka. Beats jumping headfirst into anomalies and spending your pay on meds. What I mean is, once you're up and running again, join me. Don't be a stranger, bro. Yeah, when mutant hunting, it always pays to have a guide. Just think of all the money I've lost not being able to harvest stuff from bloodsuckers all this time, although I suppose it's not too badly timed since I only recently would have had access to malachite. Ah, this is just such an exciting time in this game. Okay.
So, what I'm like, you okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Then he's like,
I don't know why, every once in a while when I start a game, especially this one, I have a few minutes where I just like completely blank on how to play. How am I getting out of here? This place is truly mission-proof since there's no exit. Okay, there we go.
I mean, I know who's talking.
Now, if anybody will know where Strelok's been, it'll be this jerk down here. Also, sorry for the sounds of power washing outside. I don't really have much say in when I record these days.
Well, well, just like old times. The zone's freaking out. The Monolithians shoot whatever they see, and stalkers are jumping at their own shadows. But none of it affects business. It just keeps getting better and better.
I can imagine.
I need to get to X3. Do you know where it is?
I am busting my ass, trying to find it. And you waltz in here expecting me to serve it to you on a silver platter? How the hell did you get word of it?
It doesn't matter. You've got your sources, and I've got mine.
I know all about your sources. Stalker, have fun. You think you're the first guy at the cordon to yap about this stuff? All right, let's cut to the chase.
You should be a
I don't
ventriloquist.
give a damn why the hell you want X3. But since we're both in the know now, how about a little swap? I'll tell you what I know, and you do me a favor. Deal?
Oh, I'm no stranger to doing favors for you. I mean, like, in exchange for information.
You
What
got any
rumors?
gossip about X3? I'm all ears.
Let's put it this way. If these stories pan out, it's a win for both of us. The Cordon and me. That's all you need to know for now.
Interesting use of both of us.
What do you want me to do?
I need you to retrieve a package for me. Some thugs off to the courier who was supposed to bring it to me. My men found him dead, and the package was missing. I really don't like folks sticking their ugly noses in my business. Do you catch my drift?
And I really don't like bandits.
Who are these thugs? How many and what guns are they carrying?
Some douchebags from garbage, I guess. Looks like they figured they could wait out Monolith at my cordon. But they forgot one thing. In the zone, you can get killed anywhere, especially if you rain on your host's parade.
Is there something of value in that package?
I'm not interested in cheap junk. Return the package and I'll make sure it's worth your while.
You better.
Okay, I'll get your delivery back. Where did your people find the courier again?
Not far from here, near the old vehicle station. Just make sure the package gets here in one piece. As for the bandits, do whatever you want. If you take them out, I might even add a tip.
Guess that means there's a peaceful resolution, but when they're murderous bandits,
You are
sometimes a
alive, you
peaceful
lucky
resolution
dog.
isn't what you want. So anyway, you got
Straight.
anything I can buy? It's mostly the basics, of course, but I was thinking... no. You don't have any AP ammo for the Nipro. That's alright.
Good hunting, Stalker.
God, every time I see this angle, it's just like old times, huh? The more things change, the more they stay the same around here, and sometimes that even comes down to individuals. Right? We're heading just up the road a ways. Just think, we're kinda following in the same path now.
Tons of mutants on the ground.
I always talk about how the time scale in this is really weird, that I almost can't conceive of how it was only about 40 years ago, not even, that the zone wasn't even abandoned. And even 20 years ago, it wasn't the zone. That is absolutely wild to me, how we have all these living legends who are still in here, still young. At one time, S.T.A.L.K.E.R himself walked the same path, confused and disoriented. Although, I guess he was cool before that. You know, my friend Sarah's been playing a lot of S.T.A.L.K.E.R Anomaly lately, and I kind of want to get into that as well. I'm not sure if I'll make videos on it, maybe a video on it, but it seems kind of like before this, that was the definitive S.T.A.L.K.E.R experience, because it was really more of an RPG in that way. I don't know, I'm really just telling you this to say I'm aware of it and I'm interested.
You weren't so quiet this time, Skiff. My men have had you in their crosshairs for a while.
You?
You want to talk? Back at the commissary, we managed to part on good terms. Maybe we can do that again. Come on in. Keep your cool, and the guys will let you pass. You have my word.
What good is your word? Yeah, I know this place. This was like the very first mission in Shadow of Chernobyl. We had to rescue some guys from some bandits. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Looks like we can kiss the dough goodbye, bro. I told ya, never take a gig unless they pay up front.
Don't worry, the clock's ticking. We're over here fucking around while his debt's getting bigger. If this creep doesn't show up, we'll just sell his package to someone else. Must be pretty decent gizmo if he's paying that much for it.
Okay, where are you?
Present arms. What the fuck is that? Where'd you dig this thing up?
I just...
You'll end up with a bullet in your dome if this thing jams in a fight. Clean it up. You've got the whole arsenal tonight. And if I spot even one speck of dust... Ugh, what a dumbass.
I may end up fighting my way out of here. I mean, it seems like there's an amicable resolution, but do I want that? Of course, it depends on your reason.
And I can't say I'm thrilled to see you either, Skiff. I know your type. Wherever you go, death follows.
Okie dokie.
Well, whose pretty little toes have I stepped on this time? I doubt you're here to catch up with an old friend.
I'll be honest, I don't really remember you. It was a long time ago.
You crossed Sidorovich, and he's not happy.
Fuck. I had a hunch that courier job was fishy. But, you know, in times like these, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
How did you end up here? A stick-up? Sounds too petty for someone like you.
I had to move here. It was the will of the fucking monolith. You have no idea what those whack jobs did at Garbage. We ain't even human beings to them, Skiff. We're just filthy rodents that need a bullet or a boot to get out of their way.
Who tipped you off about the courier?
I couldn't care less about names these days, Skiff. Only coupons. And that was one sweet gig. Yeah, I shoved my ethics up my ass. Imagine that. And I don't regret it one bit. Besides, I owe it to my guys. They didn't ditch me at the commissary when I was down. They might be no different from rodents, but I'm just like them now. At least I'm alive.
So, not your run-of-the-mill bandits, but then again, you could be.
I need the cargo that Sidorovich's courier had with him, Roosevelt.
Sure, I'll hand it over. On one condition. The last thing I need right now is a war with Sidorovich. But after this, he'll probably shoot me on sight. However, he might be willing to talk about our fate with you.
Fair enough. Hand me the package and I'll pass your apology on to Sidorovich.
Here. You sort it out with him, and I'll owe you one. You have my word.
So, we've got it? This electronic lockpick seems capable of unlocking the door to the abandoned science lab in the Cordon. Okay. Well, you killed his man, but also you didn't know that it was his. So, somebody you don't even know put out a hit on this. You would not have taken this job if you had known who it was for. So, I guess that entitles you to live, especially if we can avoid a lot of harm here. Limit it to one person. Because now who I'm really interested in is this nameless benefactor. And that's just been the story of this whole game, hasn't it? Seems like somebody's always paying somebody else to get in my way. Is that the village down there? Yes. Oh, this game is just so good looking. I'm sorry, but when it's like freshly rained and there's reflections in water on the ground, I just can't help myself but walk slowly and admire it, especially against the sunset. Alright, Sidorovich, I got your thing. I want a Voices of the Void style game where I just do that job. And it's not because I think it would be all that interesting, I just want to be able to push the button under your desk that lets you do that.
You are alive, you lucky dog.
You were looking for a package. I got it. Now tell me everything you know about X3.
You are a crafty guy, Skiff. This is the second time you've jumped into a risky deal, and yet you're still in one piece. A rare talent. Folks like you are where zone legends come from. Guess I shouldn't ask what happened to the bandits, huh?
The bandits don't want to start a war with you. They said they didn't know the courier was yours, and they're hoping you'll understand.
They realized whose pie they stuck their fingers in, huh? Fine, they can live. I'll find some use for those idiots. So, you want to hear about X3? All right, here's the scoop. Not long ago, a little birdie told me the swamps were swarming with folk, looking for artifacts. All because someone found a way into an old base, proving the rumors right. The bald forest prick kept bragging about how business was booming. I was intrigued, so I started digging into our local goss. And the most interesting rumor I heard was about the oasis, right here at the Cordon.
Wasn't that in Pripyat before?
The oasis? What's that?
A stalker's dream come true. A Klondike with more artifacts than you can shake a stick at. Imagine the opportunities if this legend happens to be the real deal.
What is the link between the oasis and X3?
I've seen some documents where it was listed under the number 3. Oasis, 3, your ex, also 3. See where I'm going? We're looking for the same thing. Or at least, for something closely connected. Because according to those documents, the only way to the oasis is through the abandoned laboratory. But here's the catch. We have the key to the door, the decoder you took from the bandits. But where is this door? Hell knows.
Who told you about the oasis anyway?
Somebody who's got full of shit written all over his face. He was just messing with me. And when the time came to back it up, he vanished. Poof, gone for good.
Are you suggesting I find the entrance myself? Where?
Not just suggesting. If we are the only ones who know the way to the oasis, that information could be worth a pretty penny. As for where, ask the locals. Someone might have heard more than I. Sometimes even campfire gossip ain't all bullshit.
No. It's just you have to learn how to filter it. Oh man, they're actually on the hunt for this thing. I had forgotten all about it. Under attack?
Roosevelt here. Sidorovich put quite a price tag on our fuck up. But hey, we're all still breathing. Keep my word too. Take these coordinates. Anything you find, it's all yours. Appreciate it.
Very nice. Roosevelt stash. Yeah, you guys can deal with these pigs, right? I'm just shouting over this. Okay, we'll grab it. You left it right there in the road for us. But in the meantime, we gotta ask around. Have you guys not taken care of some simple mutants yet? Look, they're retreating. Fine, I'll deal with it. Try not to shoot me, please. I told you not to shoot me. It's a good thing I'm carrying that damage protection artifact. Yeah, see, this is why you're rookies and I'm a seasoned stalker. You just wasted an entire ammo dump on those things. I just ran in there and took them out in a few shells. Anyway, you're locals, right?
Hey man,
Yeah.
what if the mutants are just pissed off because we keep shooting at them? I can't stop thinking about it. So long.
Oh, I can see in your eyes that you mean it. Maybe the regular rookies don't really count. Maybe we have to ask the major players in town. Is that wounded man still floating back here? Nope, looks like everybody's better now.
The zone seems to have run out of mutants and anomalies. You know what I get in the infirmary every day now? Gunshot wounds. All my patients say they got shot by monolithians, which is strange. It's like they're everywhere all at once.
I'm still not sure how they pulled that off. I mean, just how many are there?
I'm interested in the old lab here at the Cordon. Maybe one of your patients said something about it?
They say all sorts of things, especially when the strong painkillers kick in. I've heard about the lab too. Just a few months back, Red got woozy after a shot and started babbling about embryos, test tubes, snort. Stay away from it, he kept saying. Man, that was quite a side effect. I even had to double the dose in his IV bag the next day. Messed him up pretty bad.
Red? Who's that?
Oh, he's a legend around here. I'm surprised you haven't heard of him. He saved S.T.A.L.K.E.R himself back in the day. Yanked him out of a death truck, barely alive, and dragged him over to Sidorovich. He can spin that tale for you himself. When he gets back, that is.
History.
Do you think the lab story was just gibberish?
I'm pretty sure. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Given the state Red was in, I had to pump him full of painkillers. Textbook side effect. Besides, I asked him about the lab after he came to. He was quite surprised to find out he told me about it earlier. Red's a terrible liar, mind you. Blushes right away. It's just his nature.
So, where is Red now?
He's got a schedule. 2 weeks out in the zone, then a couple of days here. You won't believe the stories he has to tell about his adventures. He's running late this time, though. Haven't seen him in about 3 weeks.
Great. Do you think maybe after this incident he decided to go seek it out?
What if there wasn't any signal? What if Noontide was just pretending to be a bunch of hapless idiots while waiting for a chance to seize control of the whole zone?
After what I saw happen with Strider in his last few sane seconds, I'm honestly insulted to hear that.
Have you heard anything about the old lab at the Cordon? Gossip? Rumors?
Well, a couple of years back, I got a weird order from a rookie. Wanted an electronic lockpick. He just got into the cordon and stumbled across an unusual door. He said the lock was based on some kind of old electronics. Wanted my help unlocking the place or whatever.
So you made a lockpick for him? Something like this one?
Nope. That's way out of my league. Mine was way simpler. More like a stun gun. Zaps the circuit boards and bam! You're in.
Do you know where that stalker is now?
Nope. He took the lockpick and that was the last I saw of him. I reckon he's lying somewhere just on the other side of that door. When things go well, my customers usually come back.
Did he mention the location of the store?
I didn't bother to ask. Why would I risk my neck? Here in the zone, all you get behind doors like that is teeth and claws. Tried and tested.
Honestly, I've long felt that if you're a skilled technician or a doctor or something, well, you probably got the best gig in the zone. You get paid and you don't have to do much. Or, not that you don't do much, but you don't have to risk your neck. Okay, who else here can give us some tips? Somebody else in there, I guess.
Well, the situation is pretty much the same everywhere. Either folk are trying to shore up their defenses before a monolith arrives, or they are already a pile of corpses. So, I don't recommend going anywhere right now, unless you really have some place to be. And make sure you double your ammo before you go out. I won't be checking your ammo, of course, or giving you any of my own.
Yeah, well, I suppose you're always talking to people like they're rookies.
I hear there was an old lab at the cordon. I want to know more about it.
What's so special about that place? First that dark guy, now you. I'll give you the same
Don't have to bring
advice
race
I
into
gave
it.
him. Stay away.
So, the lab does exist. What do you know about it?
Nothing good. Everyone who thought they could strike it rich there didn't even need a burial. There was nothing left to bury.
Sounds like my kind of thing. Also, like, the level of detail in these characters is such... I just noticed not everyone has all their teeth.
Anyway, do you know where the entrance is?
From what I know, it's a pretty huge facility. Part of it might even extend beyond the cordon. But all the entrances we used to know are closed off now. Some of them got wrecked by anomalies, and others just caved in over time. It's for the best, honestly. I sleep better when there are fewer jackasses going in, and fewer freaks coming out.
Dark? Who's that?
A seasoned stalker, by the looks of it. But there was something rotten about him, if you ask me. He roped in some rookies with big promises, but never said a word about the actual deal.
Then he had a long chat with Sidorovich. Judging from their sour mugs, they clearly didn't see eye to eye.
In the end, I made it clear he'd overstayed his welcome. But if you're looking for this dark guy, here's the coordinates. You can figure out if he's a rat or my guts off.
Well, I guess we'll find out. It's almost cruel, isn't it, that something like this would be over here. I mean, so close to where all the rookies gather. Something to tempt them that's far above their league. That's just a death trap, a spawn kill essentially, but one they have to happen into. Alright, you know what? If we have a bed here, we do. I'm gonna wait until morning and then head out. You know what? No. It may be dark, but it feels appropriate to go looking for this in the dead of night. And after all, if we look at our map, I just ran right through it, man. It's the morning. So the sun will probably rise as we travel. Look, it's getting brighter already. I don't know, sometimes I just can't resist the allure of atmosphere. We got some problems? Seems like it. Okay. there. It was turbocharged. Have some more. Now, are we still going to have issues? Wow, that really does protect me a lot. Oh wow, you're still alive. Mercs? Power armored mercs. Oh no, Ward. Huh, maybe they came to loot this stash for themselves? I doubt it, probably taking shelter. Can't blame them. But in zone, survival ain't about blame. What else have we got? Oh, you're still alive. Shame. I mean, was a time when I would be more willing to be merciful, but I've been burned so many times. Hey, I guess it's immersive. I don't know who you are, but you're carrying RPGs. Battery, which improves our endurance. Thank you. And this thing, which, whatever. I guess we can sell it for a couple bucks. Not really. No, it's not worth the wait. This was not super worthwhile. Alright, let's put it back so we can come back to it later if need be. Wait, where's all this? How are we so heavy? What is taking up all of this? Is it just ammo? Okay, well, let's move on then. Okay, up the road through here. There's something to our right, though. We are also carrying a huge amount of weight in bandages, I guess. But no, there's something over here. I know you guys can't see anything between the darkness and the compression. Some of you guys said that the visuals were really improved by the new downscaling method I'm using. But at a certain point, it's just the YouTube compression just does not like all this dense brush. Okay, what artifacts do we have? We have weight reduction, we have physical protection medium, and where is this guy's camp from here? Right around the corner, so we can do that right after this. Yeah, anomaly detector is not going off, but this looks like Snork City, so we're going shotgun first. A lantern. Somebody is, or at least was, here. I'm seeing a lot of shimmers, but wait. Shimmer right here? No shimmer. Yep, there it is. There it is, okay. So no snorks, just gravitational anomalies in a place where I really can't see anything at all. Yep. Oh, there's a skeleton up there. These actually disappear for a moment. Problem! This place is flooded. We can't really move. Nope, move. There's a med kit. Thank you. On the one hand, we want to stick to the rocks, but also I'm worried about sliding. Sliding and getting stuck are two really, really bad things, and the lack of visibility is a nice cherry on top, and the ability, or the inability to move quickly. Ow. Okay, so I guess that hits us anyway. Go through, move. Like a pirate skeleton, just sitting here with your treasure! Okay, that wasn't the only thing. Oh my god, I can't get close to you. I can't use my shotgun trick. The shotgun trick being shoot you in the face. Grab that. skeleton of some unfortunate rookie. I need all that. All of that. I'm going to need it. Oh, and I'm going quite insane on top of everything. Are my hallucinations dying to the artifacts? Alright, we've got you. And A.S. Labina, is it any good? Well, it's in rough shape, but I can sell it for a little bit. It's really not hurting me. Wait, why is all that much? I need to move. I just need to leave, I think. I don't have time to worry about any of this. Nope, move. I just can't deal with it. Nope, that's bad. That's really bad. What I really needed was to pop a side block before. Ow! I'm disoriented. I'm completely disoriented in here. You know what? You know what? Keep it. Keep this whole place. It's yours. No. Ah! I keep getting turned around. Wait. It almost feels like I'm teleporting. Through here. Screw it. Just screw that whole place. I'm still taking psychic damage. Where's side block? You know, it just never ends around here. Oh, look at this fog. How's this whole thing working out for you? Oh, I have to reload. Oh, you're fake. Well, that explains it. Even after I take the side block? Jesus. I talk about there being so many death traps in the rookie part of the zone. Well, I stumble right into one. It's just 80 different bad things happening all at once in there. I still have a buzzing in my ears. Or is that just the cicadas? Anyway, we got a lyre. Was it worth it? Common artifact. All that for that. Okay, where is this camp? Should be just beyond Roosevelt's stash. Just follow the road. Huh, beyond a wall of anomalies. That's cool, I guess. Let's just go around wherever possible. Tunnel. Creepy. But I can see the light of a campfire beyond those barricades. So cool, isn't it? That moment in every Explorer when you're just standing outside, looking into the shadows, thinking, yep, I'm going in there. Howdy, guys.
Where do you think you're going, Loner?
Is Dark around? I need him.
Hey, Screamer. Have you seen Dark?
He's probably at his place. Come on, let him in. He's a big boy. He can find his way around.
Just so you know, I'm pretty sure I can take you all in a firefight. In these games, I found it's always easier to fight my way out from within.
He's got company, Vulture. A Loner. Okay. We'll give him a warm welcome.
Is that right? I'll admit you tried something different by trying to sandwich me in like that. But as you see, it's not really working out for you. So let me just have a little pre-game snack. And we'll see what's up with you. Make sure I get my next pregame snack. Alright, I'm ready. Mm-hmm.
I know you're here somewhere.
I see your light. Okay, so that was 2 headshots. Your move. Okay, good move. Didn't work out for you, but I see the merit.
Enemy is close. Keep looking.
Bada bee, bada boo. Rushing a rifle with a shotgun. Well, rushing is a strong word here. We're moving around there. Yep. Just sent that guy to the Shadow Realm. I see there's still some bugginess where all this game's improved. Oh, you over there. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to finish you off, I'm afraid. Wow, really? Almost makes me sad to finish you now. Are you actually dead? Nope. Nice try, though. Let's get a little closer. Toss this so you have nowhere to go.
Hey, you're pretty good at this. We make a hell of a team. Keep going. I'm almost there. If you make it, I'll owe you one.
I see. I see how it is now. Well, we're always somebody's rescue or another. Why stop now? If anything, this is just positive circumstances. It gives us an in that doesn't involve us spending a lot of money. Always good to do something useful for somebody. Oh wow, they didn't even bother to loot you. These mercenaries are amateurs. I always love these Mexican standoffs that happen at the sight of any good loot. Seems like we always show up at just the wrong time. Just once, I'd like to be the first one to get there so that they can open Al Capone's vault and find nothing inside. Oh wow, you're a big dude. Hang on, I need to rethink this. Is that armor piercing? I don't want to push too far in that way because there could be other people ready to flank me. And that does that. Tony Airborne. You're the one that should have been sent to the Shadow Realm. It would have been more appropriate. I can't stand it when people die without making it funny for me. Round 2. Wait. Wait. If I take that... I think it's a shotgun, so how does it compare... to you, sir? It's a little better, but slower rate of fire. And I find that high rates of fire are important, so we're gonna drop you. Alright, should be down this way. Howdy.
Wow, that was fun. That smell really takes me back. I had a cap gun when I was a kid. A Mauser. So who might you be, unknown gunslinger?
I'm Skiff. And you must be the guy who knows where to find the entrance at the old lab at the Cordon.
Wow. Not much for foreplay. You must be from the Oasis cult. So skilled and so stupid. Who actually trusts Sidorovich?
Any idea who paid the mercs to kill you? The thing is, you're not the first person we've both been chasing.
You're one intriguing guy. Where did your paths cross before?
Last time was in the Red Forest. I was looking for the doctor.
Whoa! Can you introduce me later? I'm wicked eager to meet his friend. But he's been ghosting me. whenever I ask him out, he always sends someone else instead. Like these guys.
You think he's the one who ordered this?
You think Sidorovich is lying?
Only when he opens his mouth. How do you think he found out about the oasis? Stalker gossip? Maybe. That and the documents I showed him. But as soon as our deal was worked out, I was suddenly no longer welcome in his little village. But the old fox's tricks are wearing thin. That's why the lab entrance I told him about was bullshit. Unlike the key in that package that never made it to his bunker.
So we're starting to see the sources of all these pile-ups.
How do you know Sidorovich never got his package?
If I ask someone and insist, that's usually how it goes. I gotta pick it up, by the way. It nearly slipped my mind, with these mercs and all.
Well, good thing you got Prime, because it's here before you expected.
Where'd you find the Oasis documents?
I snagged them from an old gig. But I was sick of it anyway. Playing gorilla with the ward bored me to tears. The documents were just lying around. There's a lot of info there about the Oasis. 3 Oasis, in fact. These are just code names, though. Stalker's made up the rest of the story.
3? Well, now that is a revelation to me.
You mean the decoder? I've got it right here.
You're a very resourceful guy, Skiff. And you're alive, unlike all of my men. Here's the deal. The lab's gonna be our joint venture. It's a real maze. But I've got a map of it, right here, in my head. In case you're thinking about shooting me and taking it. Besides, there's one lock down there you can't open without me. Not even with the decoder. I guarantee you won't get through it alone. Deal?
Why do you want to get into the lab?
Why questions are of a more personal nature. And our relationship is strictly business. That's why I'm not asking you why.
Well, maybe we have something to learn from you, but I can't help but be curious.
All right, I'm in.
You bet you are. Don't expect it to be a walk in the park, though. Head to these coordinates. There's something you need to pick up. It was meant for the bandits, but we need it more now. I'll be waiting for you at the lab entrance. There's a tracker in the stash. When you grab the stuff, you'll get the location.
There's always a document or a device or a mutant in another castle, isn't there? Maybe one of these days we'll get lucky and there will be a princess. If we try to move deeper into the tunnel, everything is sort of blocked off. But that's fine. Oh, to see daylight again. Wasn't even that long this time. Okay. So we are heading back to here to get Dark's stuff back. I'm starting to realize why they call him Dark. I'm starting to notice a preference of his stash locales. Alright, another day in another creepy tunnel. I seem to remember this in an older game being infested with anomalies as an alternative to the military checkpoint. Or maybe just highly radioactive. Well, that's alright. We've got protection. Nope. Static. Lots and lots of static. Maybe one of those savey type of times. We could crawl through the pipe where it appears to be safe. Problem is, then we're slow. Very slow. Are we sure this is where we need to be? It is. Do I at least know where I'm going? Yep. Figured and was worried it would be in here. A leg and nothing else. Well, let's see. A GP37, which I can sell. A bunch of ammo for it. Oh, screw it. Just take everything. Wow, we are getting more and more loaded down. It feels like with less and less as time goes on. Oh, wait. Seems the locals are squabbling again. Ah, look at that. We can repair all equipped items. See the total cost, too. Okay. Yep, confirm. I seem to remember a scary flesh encounter here in the first game. What is that? Oh. Well, it's certainly a flesh encounter that's scary. I thought that was something much, much worse, honestly. Okay, at this distance, that's not doing much. And at this distance, it's doing plenty. That's right. Wow, I don't know if I've ever heard them make quite that sound before. Okay, but according to this, Dark should be around here somewhere. I have limited time, but there is also a stash here. Let me guess, right up there at that creepy cave entrance? Was that thunder? Or a low growl? Or maybe it's just the local anomalies. Glass and gravitational anomalies, how cruel. When you're pushing through the grass like this, you really have to have faith in your instruments. To say nothing of pushing through the glass. Nothing here but rats. And corpses. Actually, this is surprisingly well lit. Hang on. Oh, we don't need to waste a bullet. Or we could. We always could. Or screw it. Let's make it an even bigger fireworks show. Don't see any cops around. Hope I didn't damage any equipment. Ah, here's some stuff. Even gives us our grenade back. God, it feels so sketchy not meeting you at the door. Like we really are just crawling in here, in the back of our mind, hoping and hoping that we have the right place. Wow, it really thinks we're gonna need some firepower here, because it's loading us up on grenades of all kinds.
No rush. We can't take the elevator anyway. The power's out.
Doesn't look like it.
Let me think. According to the map, the breaker is just behind this wall. Get there through the vent. And then you can go back through the door. It's connected to the same circuit as the elevator.
Good stuff. I gotta say, I know I played a million hours in this game. I know it's just a game, but something about having to meet you here, about crawling in through all these dangers and anomalies. it just makes it feel really real to me. I don't know. This game, the last couple episodes, something's different about it, and I'm just way more immersed. Maybe it's slightly better performance contributing. Maybe it's just how much less frustrating it is now that we can actually do damage to people. But, I'm really engaging with it, and I feel like there was a lull in the middle of this series where I was just kind of going through the motions. That's been over for a little while now, and the weird thing is I don't know quite when that changed. Ready to blow out our own eardrums and something's face at a moment's notice. Oh boy, I don't like this. The search for this thing has already claimed so many lives, and now we're in a point where we won't be able to leave. Oh no, you can't just show me the one light in the darkness and expect me not to look around a bit. Problem, this place is really big and scary. Return to dark. Possibly easier said than done, and now we get to play that classic game, machinery noises or mutants.
It's no good, Skiff. His rust is shut. All right. I'll take the main entrance, and you find the back door. It's gotta be somewhere near you. I'll be in touch. Once I reach the door, I'll need you. We can't get it open without the decoder.
I guess that makes me trust you a little more. There it is. Wait, hang on. What direction am I facing? Oh no. I just wanted to see if it may be connected to something.
I'm looking at what's gotta be the biggest blast door in the whole zone, Skiff. If it's rusted too, we're shit out of luck. You okay? Is the decoder ready?
Yeah, I'm at the entrance. Let's get this done.
The gate's opening. What's that sound over there?
The alarm. I've got company, Dark. And the door won't open. Fuck.
Oh god. What kind of company? There's something over there. Oh my god. Oh, should I even be doing this, or should I just be waiting? Snorks. Could have been worse, all things considered. I made a comment about hitting every shot last part. Maybe you heard me. Oh, took that as a challenge. Where did you come from? Once more. Hey, look. Oh. You have a white dot on you now. If we...
Whoever designed this whole damn place. Your door has a double security system. I had to confirm from this end that I see you out there. It's a good thing we split up. Quiet now? Give the decoder another shot. It has to work this time.
Okay, presumably this is how we would harvest from mutants if we had unlocked that capability. but it might be a little while before we can do that. Alright, let's try it again. And what a nightmare scenario, trapped against a stuck door while mutants pour in. And just like that, we've done what no one else could. Well, at least no one who managed to live.
Where are you freaks coming? Open up! I said open up!
Great, he's in trouble.
Signal,
Wow, you're losing it so hard you even lost your own. So many doors, no ability to open them. Are we just heading down ourselves now? Well, people tried to go down the hard way. We may not have a choice. In the beginning of the game, anytime you explore one of these places, it feels really creepy. And eventually, you do it enough times, and it starts to lose its edge a little bit. You feel a little bit more confident, more experienced. But every once in a while, you enter one that just feels different. This one just feels different. What you got for me? I know I'm loaded down with all this equipment, but I kind of feel like I might need it. Oh, you're really making me feel like I might need it. An entire team wiped out right here at the door. Like they opened this, took 2 steps in, and immediately unleashed hell. So now I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Not that I could leave anyway. Look at this. It's like even when this place was in operation, they sealed off a whole chamber. We can only look through the broken glass to get a peek at what's down there, but it looks like a huge room. Look at that. There's still chunks of flesh attached to the end of that spinal column, like certain parts were too contaminated for even the bacteria to break down. I gotta stop taking all this. There they come. That's right. One got through, but we got some good hits. No, I hit the wrong button. Okay, switch. There you go. Oh, I love having good weapons. I really, really wish I could start reclaiming some of your well-earned debt. But we're just not to that point yet. Gauss cartridge! Okay, we've got more than the 6 rounds that it came with. I definitely think we're going to repair it in the near future. We're so rich, we might as well. Of course, it's not something we'd want to heft down here. Look at this. All culminating in C consciousness, that thing that just refuses to die. And we're working with someone in living memory of it. That's... I know I keep talking about it, but I'll never get over that fact. There's just so much good here. More AP for that. They're getting severely weighed down. I always reach a point in these games where I'm really, really weighed down, and I'm like, what is doing this? And it turns out it's just like all the little things I'm carrying, all these things stacking up. Really, at this point, it's like the sniper rifle ammo, too many medkits, more than I think. I can't wait to get this. Just actually, that's only half a kilogram.
I'm here, Dark. You all right?
Finally! I'm pinned down, Skiff. There's too many of them. But we've got a shot. We need to unlock all the doors. Look around for the security console. It's on the lower levels. After you use it, I'll make my move. Remember, you won't make it without me.
At that point, you're essentially begging not to be left behind. I'll do what I can, that's not how I do things. Problem is, I may be isolating myself as well. It really wants me to have a lot of health and grenades. So what's it been so far? A group of snorks, a couple of bloodsuckers. But other than that, this place has been disturbingly quiet. So many electrical anomalies. The last thing I need in here is a fight. This is all flooded. Can I get some ammo? More grenades! Well, you know what? I know where to find them. At a certain point, I just can't carry all this after all. There may be even better loot in the future. How are we getting up there? We're gonna have to climb all this, but I don't like moving through until I already know my path. And this ain't it. Okay, how are we getting up there? Your final resting place, Stalker. If only you could have dropped something better, like some Gauss ammo. Okay, that's what we're doing, I think. Nope, we're not gonna even close to make it. So then what are we doing? Oh, there we go. Can't climb up there, of course. But we can go through here. Honestly, I'm amazed rats are able to survive down here. Maybe enough people managed to make their way in to let them subsist off the rotten flesh. Okay. Let's flip that switch. This very much feels like an arena. How come the closer we get, the less I feel excited and the more I feel like I've just been in a nightmare heading towards what I know to be my doom? It's this place, man. It just feels like death, and that overrides any excitement. More grenades. Nope, that... wrong button. I don't like the look of this. And here we go. Nope, I already took that. Oh god, what is this? That's you. Okay, that's you, that's you, that's you. Good. Gonna need an energy drink. Nope, hang on. Yep. Thankfully it neglected to actually hit me. Ow. But that time it did not. Okay. Having the damage reduction is helpful, but there's no safe spot. That's a hit. Oh god, I've got nothing good to hit you with. Alright, let's try this again. This time with these things ready. Boom, it does not even stop you from barreling. It does not slow you down. I'm not seeing a single advantage for us to utilize anywhere in here. It's literally just shoot it till it dies. The fact that you can do that from a distance. You didn't even activate the anomalies. Boom. Boom. I'm hoping... I can't even see your health bar to know how much of a difference any of this is making. Even if it just, like... I'm literally getting shot by my guy. Is there any way to get in here? I was really hoping that would blow up all that stuff right near you, but really, you're just gonna hit me wherever I am anyway. Nope, out of the way. That door. No, of course not. Not that I expected any different. There's just no time to reload. There's no time to do any of the things I need to do. Maybe if I switch to... Does armor piercing make a difference for you guys? I only have so much, but maybe... You didn't tell me there'd be a pseudo-giant, so I didn't bring the thing that would completely ruin my weight. So a battle with a pseudo-giant is meant to be defined by your ability to, like, maneuver and take advantage of safe spots. Here, no such thing. That partial reload is kind of cool. There we go. Just a full mag of armor-piercing shotgun to the face, as well as a whole bunch of explosions. Unfortunately, we can't even loot you. One of these days I will. I wonder if it'll keep your corpse. Probably not, but I think I deserve a sausage. Thanks for the help.
Some other time, when things settle down.
Really?
I don't believe in luck. But I'll be damned if you aren't a lucky charm. This is just what I need right now. Open it. I've got your back.
Great. God, I don't know what we were meant to do differently about that. It really was just deal with getting knocked down and hope you have the right tools. Which we did not. It's your own little defense mechanism.
Name? I'm not looking to make friends. Skiff.
Skiff. You got some curious friends here.
Why are you here, Skiff? Dog had no choice. Unlike you. You working for. If you lie, I'll know it.
I don't know what to say. All these hours of playtime. We're standing in front of a legend. We found him, and it turns out he's become even more shrouded in myth since then. We're standing in front of a legend, and it turns out, unlike the others, this one, the truth is stranger than the fiction. We're standing in front of a legend, and it turns out this one, the truth is even stranger than the myths.
What do you mean, Dark had no choice?
He's a sea consciousness agent. Killing me was just a program planted in his head. Those who made it to the center of the zone got the short end of the stick. Their prize was either to join Monolith and protect sea consciousness, or become an agent and look it. The S.T.A.L.K.E.R program. That's what sea consciousness called it.
So you thought you'd need backup to bring down the legendary S.T.A.L.K.E.R. But he wasn't just a regular zombie. So what did you do to him then?
What about Dark? What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. It was the TVs. They're neurovisual programmers. Those previously affected by them can't survive another exposure.
I'm with Spark. They know what's really going on in the zone. Maybe they can help me find a new place to call home, too.
You're like a moth drawn to a flame, ready to get burnt to ashes. Scar's trained to follow orders. Clear Sky used to call the shots. That's when he almost got me. But who's he answering to now? I don't think you bothered to ask.
At least with Scar, I know what he stands for. But you? I have no idea what you want.
I wanted the zone to be left alone. All that common good Scar and Korshinov talk about is just a smokescreen. What they really want is to control the zone. Each in his own way. No. The zone doesn't owe anyone a thing. Realizing this made me an enemy to both the Ward and Spark. Now, how exactly did you find out about X3?
So the mercs are your friends then? You're playing dirty. You put a hit on Dark. Maybe others too.
When you're fighting against everyone, you use what you've got. They were my backup plan. Since you're here, it failed. The zone is no stranger to death.
It's been you the entire time.
The doctor told me about X3. It seems like the two of you have some history. He sent me here to test a theory.
Caimano? Yeah. He helped me get to the center of the zone to take down C consciousness. Now he's using other people to fix his own mistakes. How convenient. He used to be part of C consciousness. He would have gotten into one of those pods himself if he hadn't escaped at the last minute. What kind of nonsense did he feed you? Something about the old experiments of the dearly departed and the data that might still be here?
Either one is considered moving things forward. Am I only going to get to ask one?
Have you ever heard of the subtle matter theory? Kaimanov wants to test it.
Immortality in the Noosphere? The C consciousness scientists are dead. I killed them. All of them. And took a piece of glass from one of their pods as a keepsake. It's real. And so are the bullets. Subtle matter is an induced illusion. A Psi radiation technology C consciousness used to manipulate people.
Induced illusion? Like Faust's phantoms?
Like the Phantoms, the Wage Granter, the Visiographs, the Scorcher, or the Shining Zone. Do you want to peek? It's right here. You can grab the data the doctor wants along the way. Just be sure to shut it down on your way out.
Hey, so I talked to a representative of C consciousness.
I want the zone to be left alone.
I understand
All that
that.
common good, Scar.
Yes.
No.
Yes. We can start the conversation again. Wait. Okay, wait. Maybe we can have our cake and eat it too.
I talked to the representative of C consciousness, the Malachite.
They're dead. I killed them. All of them. I even kept a piece of glass from one of their pods. It was real. What you witnessed was an induced illusion.
Okay.
Induced illusion?
Like the Phantom,
So it's basically the same either way. We spent the entire game hearing all these big stories about what the zone is, about what it can be, and what it can do for the world, or what should be done with it, and we finally tracked down this legend, the one who knows more than anything, the one who, upon meeting him, does seem to know more than anything. And his answer is the simplest. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. Back away and just never think about it again. And it seems the most obvious. But after all this, after all the magic we've heard about, all the things we've seen, for somebody to just say what was essentially our perspective when we came in here, that it's just a bunch of hallucinations and science magic, I don't know. There's a credibility in how little he has to say. No way. We just spent so much on this suit. Oh, we are so over encumbered, but hang on though. If I were to do this, we would actually have a lot. And if we put these in, it doesn't have a container slot right now, but if we put these in, and Night Star, that's a lot of carry weight. Okay. Man, I invested so much in this thing. But maybe we'll put it to use in some other way. Like selling it, which sucks. I guess he doesn't mind me just grabbing stuff. The way we stomp along in this thing. I'll probably keep both. Maybe I'll just save this for special occasions. A relatively common exoskeleton. Its ability to handle heavy loads has enabled the integration of a more sophisticated armored suit, capable of facing the zone's myriad challenges. The primary downside lies in the elevated price tag. Well, according to this, it's cheaper than my suit. And you know what? It's actually, all things considered, not that good, because I've realized we can't run in it. We're not quite up to red over encumbered, but we can't run. I had forgotten about that. That was a thing in the other games, so you know what? Screw it. We don't need this. Let's put you guys in here and just move on without it. Now we can move. I thought that closed behind me for a second. This old lab looks and feels more like an ancient tomb. Even the building is screaming. I wonder if after all this, the doctor will be made to agree. Or maybe there are things even S.T.A.L.K.E.R doesn't understand. I don't know. The thing is, these hallucinations, when they come about, they seem so real, don't they? But what else is the story of Monolith? Or for that matter, the story of the Oasis. Butterflies chirping birds. Power lines in the back, but no danger in sight. The anomaly detector reads nothing from this. It's like being back in old country. Fire burning in the fireplace? I'm almost surprised we're not being given the option to sleep in this bed. But this too is just another illusion of the zone, isn't it? I guess it's up to us whether that diminishes our enjoyment of this moment. Perhaps it does. Perhaps it should. We just took something beautiful and destroyed it. That's what many would say. But none of it was real. I don't know if he could have made his point any better than just letting me see for myself.
Ah, there you are.
So, how have you been? How's the kids?
Freedom, duty, the ward, spark. There's always someone trying to twist the zone to their own ends. Their reasons may vary, but the end is the same. And I've got a bullet for each one of them.
The important thing is you found a way to feel superior to them all, Edgelord.
See you.
But it makes sense. You've been here a long time. You've done all there is to do. And at this point, you're just fed up with it all. Seeing people die over nothing. Where are we anyway? Wow, we've made it a good distance. All we can do now is leave. I wonder if we'll be able to come back this way. But you've invested substantial resources into making sure this place stays as deadly as it is. We can return to Sidorovich. I wonder if we really should be offering up this information. No, we're gonna have to... No, we don't have to drop down. What? Was all this really just here before? I don't know, man. We've been given so much to think about. So much. And... well, it's definitely making us question our loyalties to S.T.A.L.K.E.R, who I already had my doubts about. My biggest issue is S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Gave his life for this. Do we really want to betray that now? It's actually amazing the way this story is paced, how we enter as a newcomer, and we start off cynical and skeptical, and just over time, depending on the player and their own perspective, you kinda, at least in my case, come to believe all this. I mean, I was taken. I actually came in thinking, wow, Faust is such a cult leader, obviously. And then by the end, I was ready to accept his vision, even if I was applying it in a way that defied what he was doing. The storytelling here is just incredible, and so much of it works regardless of how the player sees things. So much of it depends on how the player sees things. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.